show. Hey, let your show. Hey, let your show. Hey, get it right. Step and let your show. Just let your show. Hey, let your show.
And a shot from before as the Miami team bus arrived at the arena. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien Trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. Something you'd see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. That's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. Here we are, opening night, and these players, Steve, are just about as excited as the fans.
You love it, Kevin. Preseason is over. Game one, it starts the real season. And yes, you want to get off to a great start.
So with Paul on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Damian Lillard out there with Paul George. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Williamson in at the 4 slot. And for Toronto, Mitchell is out there with John Morant. Then there's Brown, and there's Porzingis, and it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. Now here's DeRozan. Jackson a screen on Brown. Morant against Lillard. Jackson has the open look. Drills it from outside.
The high basketball IQ of Damian Lillard showing up, moving the ball to the open man.
And here's Morant. Mitchell outside. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. DeRozan with it. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Brown. You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
It's an unfortunate part of the game. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
The Heat making a switch here. Beal's checked in. Jackson dishes to Beal. Shoots over Brown. That one off the back iron and out. The Miami Heat come into this one following a loss to the Knicks in New York. Outside, Porzingis. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And it's Miami with the rebound. Williamson kicks to Lillard. And it's Morant with the rebound. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside, Porzingis. Morant outside. On the wing, Mitchell. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
On the catch and shoot, Donovan Mitchell looks automatic. He gets his shot up quickly.
Lillard finds George. Here's Beal. Lillard outside. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Porzingis with a screen on Beal. Passes it to Porzingis. Toronto gets it back with a new 14. And it's Brown missing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Left side, George. Jackson passes to Lillard. And it's Beal in the corner. From 12 feet out. Count that bucket.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
Morant against Lillard. Here's the teardrop. And Morant will lay it in.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
And of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Jackson misses. Raptors leading by 3. It's Morant in the corner. Porzingis sets the pick for Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Siakam is checked in for Porzingis. Chris Middleton comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Bane in for Donovan Mitchell. Both free throws good from Morant. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Now, here's Jokic. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Hits the three-point bomb.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Morant against Halliburton. To stop the run. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And Halliburton not afraid to work for it on offense, taking the contact and still getting the finish.
Pass to Siakam. Morant drives in. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's George. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jackson passes to Gobert. And here is Siakam. In the corner, Middleton with it. Pass to Jokic. Launches a three. Gobert pulls it in. The Heat trail by 8. Halliburton outside. And Gobert kicks to George. Outside, Smart. Fires the three. The shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Well, Smitty, after his sensational rookie season, I think people knew that John Moran had an unlimited ceiling.
Kevin, now we know it's not just high, it's through the roof. Ja was Rookie of the Year, and he keeps up in his game. We could, Kevin, be looking at an all-time great.
The first one falls.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team, and these guys, they follow him.
The Raptors making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. Heat also with a sub. Paul's checked in for George. And so he hits both.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Now here's Smart. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's Halliburton missing. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 17-4 run. Siakam's shot is off.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Paul. Plays it up and banks it in.
So clever on his takes inside. Chris Paul is adept at carving his way through the deep.
With 4 seconds on the clock. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Raptors?
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Holman here now for an injury report. Now an update on DeMar DeRozan from David Aldridge. Dave, what'd you find out?
Kevin caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Heat. Unfortunately, it looks like that injury is going to be a severely sprained ankle. There's no shot of him coming back in this one, and in fact, he might be sidelined for a longer time period. And that is not what his team wanted to hear, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
I mean, a devastating blow, to say the least.
So with Lillard on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Zion Williamson. Halliburton is out there with Paul, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Beal in at the 3.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And he is built to be an alley-oop threat. Long arms, terrific athlete. He went and got that one.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Now here's Paul. Morant with some nice D.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
That's good by Mitchell. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
And the first one drops. GA, he's asked to carry a big-time scoring load, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown. And his playmaking, when the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Jokic, he's checked in for Siakam. Brown comes in for Ingram. And it's Drew Holiday in for Morant.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league, a multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
5 on the clock. Here's Jokic. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Beal the pass to Lillard. Beyond the arc. Porzingis with the rebound. Toronto leading by 15. On the wing, Holiday. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Porzingis. No good from 11 feet. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. George dishes to Lillard. Gobert with a screen on Holiday. Lillard the pass to Gobert. The Heat need to get a shot off. A nice shot by George.
And we talk about George's confidence. When you have that kind of range, you should be confident.
Lillard against Holiday. Mitchell outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Heat trail by 12. Here's Williamson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Jokic finds Holiday. Now Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, Smitty, what's incredible about Miami's D, they don't need to block a ton of shots to protect the rim.
Kevin, it's all about awareness, communication, and positioning. Whether they're in zone or man, they stay completely connected almost every possession.
First free throw is good.
Looking at the Raptors roster, basically the entire squad is under 30. Their key players are extremely young, a great sign for the future.
Smart's checked in for Miami. And Brown drops them both. Yeah, youth is on their side. And Smitty, since winning that title in 2019, the Raptors have totally turned over their squad.
Kawhi, Kyle Lowry, Serge Ibaka, all have left Toronto, Kevin, replaced with much younger players. Give Toronto's front office credit for retooling quickly.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. And Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 5. and a missed layup. Mitchell kicks to Jokic. Toronto working the ball around now. Porzingis with a screen on Lillard. Holiday with it. Now defended by Williamson.
And now in his 14th NBA season, just one All-Star appearance for Jrue Holiday, but that belies his greatness as a player.
Jrue Holiday taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. You know, Greg, you can make the case Jrue Holiday is the prototypical two-way guard.
And, you know, and defense can sometimes go overlooked. Just one All-Star game, but Jrue's impact perhaps greater than some other players with multiple All-Star seasons.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Chris Middleton's checked in for Jokic. And it's Bane in for Donovan Mitchell.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Gobert with a screen for Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Lillard. Halliburton's checked in for Damian Lillard. 1:39 left now here in the second. Now Holiday. Now the pass to Brown. Fade away. And the Raptors miss again.
No one on him. He committed to fading away. Probably could have taken more time with that shot.
Outside, George. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. He kicks it to Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Halliburton. Here's Middleton. He can't get that one to fall. George with the defensive effort. The Heat trail by 13. 43 seconds left in the second quarter. Bane against Smart. 6 to shoot. The 3 from George. They get the rebound. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. At one point, they led by 16. Left side, Porzingis. Bane with the screen on Jackson. Middleton can't get it to go. Now, here is George. Fires for 3. And so we wrap up the first half. Toronto ahead. They're up by 11. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Eric Spoelstra here with us. A lot of three-pointers allowed in the first half. How do you limit that going forward?
Well, there's been some airspace issues. I mean, there are a couple easy ones where we didn't rotate over on the weak side, but we're just not making that extra effort to get to the shooters.
And we know multiple effort is a big part of what you do. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule. And as we look ahead on our schedule, is there anything fun you guys are really looking forward to?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Shaq making some more bad predictions. That's always fun for me.
Don't lie to the people at home, Kenneth Cornelius Bailey. Shaq Stradamus is never wrong about anything.
Well, I mean, I checked my notes, but he'd be here a long time.
Whatever.
All right, and shifting gears to our current matchup, it's been a rough one so far for the Miami Heat.
They couldn't get anything from beyond the arc. Obviously, plenty of bad shots, but they couldn't even hit wide open ones. They need to regroup, I'm telling you, regroup with some kind of rhythm and get on pace.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. They've got Jaylen Brown. Ja Morant, he's out there with Donovan Mitchell. And there's Porzingis, and it's Jokic in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. It's stolen by Gobert. 3-on-3. On the wing, George. Launches it. Jackson trying to break free. The shot by George, no good. Brown feeling it out a bit. Feeds it to Morant. And stolen by Lillard. Gobert with a screen on Morant. And it's Lillard missing. Toronto leading by 11. Brown dishes to Morant. Passes to Porzingis. Off target from outside. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Three-pointer, Lillard. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Mitchell wide open. Offline with his 3.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And the defense of Jaren Jackson Jr., it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year vote.
Siakam is checked in for Porzingis. The Heat also changing it up. Beal comes in for Gobert. And Paul subbed in for Paul George. And here is Mitchell. He's got 6. Kicks to Morant. Back to Mitchell. The tray. A new 14 for the Raptors. Jokic with the bucket.
That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
Kevin, health. Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. The ability to kind of fully use his physical tools. And Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out. Now living up to that massive potential. And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Greg, an outstanding scorer. Donovan Mitchell takes it to another level in the playoffs, doesn't it?
And Kevin, how about all of his averages go up come playoff time? Spider is a guy who wants the limelight, and like other stars, takes on more of a load in the postseason.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell.
And looking back at the 2017 draft, it just seems absurd that Donovan Mitchell fell to the 13th pick.
Greg, well, in hindsight, is always 20/20. You know that. I don't think many of us could have predicted him averaging 20 points as a rookie or becoming a fixture at All-Star games.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Raptors. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Over Beal. And again, no good by Toronto. The Heat trail by 14. Stolen by Mitchell. Morant against Beal. To the inside. And the rejection by Jackson. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Paul, and the rejection by Morant.
Flying around the court. Oh! What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And Miami shooting 28%, a rocky performance for them offensively. Here's Lillard, and the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Raptors leading by 14. Morant scanning the floor. Rebound by the Heat. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Siakam outside. Morant sets a screen for Siakam. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Lillard, the pass to Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Siakam.
Sometimes with bigs, you prefer to send them to the line, but Jaren, he's a knockdown shooter from there as well.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Jackson. And the Raptors with some changes. Chris Middleton's checked in for Jokic. Bane comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Holiday in for Morant. Smart's checked in for Miami. Halliburton comes in for Damian Lillard. Both free throws good from Jackson.
We've watched Jaren Jackson struggle with early career injuries, but despite the setbacks, he's continued to grow and become a stronger player.
Now here's Ingram. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Takes the elbow jumper and trains it. And the Raptors lead by 14.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Inside, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Middleton right side. The shot misses. Good D by Williamson. The Heat trail by 14. Over in the corner, Paul. Williamson against Middleton, and it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Porzingis is checked in for the Raptors. The Heat also changing it up. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Williamson. And George is subbed in for Chris Paul. .112 left in the third quarter of the game. Jackson, a screen on Ingram. Halliburton kicks to Jackson. Shoots over Ingram. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Jackson. 59 seconds left in the third. Halliburton against Ingram. Over Halliburton. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter.
What I like about Ingram at this point in his career, very decisive in his actions.
Halliburton against Ingram. The shot by George, wide open. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Raptors making a change here. Brown's checked in. Toronto leading by 14. Middleton the pass to Porzingis. Back to Middleton. Porzingis with a screen on Jackson. And Middleton kicks to Porzingis. Bane against Smart. Bane, no good. Here's Halliburton, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, the balance and focus. Halliburton able to power through contact and convert.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
And back in college, Halliburton was impressive, but he doesn't seem content to rest on past achievements. He's always trying to take his game to new heights.
And here's Ingram from the arc, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Toronto. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. We've got more in store for you right after this. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Let's get this next bucket. We've got to put together a string right now. It's all right here in the head. Right here in the head. Stay connected.
Greg urging his team to go on a run here.
I mean, they have what it takes. And Coach Spo right now just trying to spark a fire in his group.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Paul on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Damian Lillard. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Gobert in at the center. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Bain. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Heat. 11-point game. Jackson, a screen on Morant. Outside Jackson. This one for three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Brown outside. To the paint. 14 feet away. It's hauled in by the Heat. Jackson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Morant against Lillard. Gobert with a screen for Lillard. And he overshot that one, missing. Toronto leading by 11. Jokic passes to Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. And 12 points for Porzingis.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
And Lillard kicks to George. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Jokic with the steal. Morant outside. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Morant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Toronto.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
And some changes here for the Heat. Williamson is checked in for Rudy Gobert, and Paul subbed in for Halliburton. He doesn't get the second one. Zion Williamson has a very unique game and body. When you look at him on the floor, what do the optics, Steve, tell you about him?
Well, my eyes tell me he's like Shaq, the big diesel, because few guys in NBA history can just out-muscle their opponents. Skill-wise, at that size, he is one of one.
Now Mitchell, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. And again, Toronto no up.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Williamson finds Paul. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Williamson in the post. He's against Jokic. Williamson with the bucket. Williamson's got his first basket of the night. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Morant dishes to Mitchell. Back to Morant. Pass to Mitchell. From outside the arc. That one misses. And the Heat going the other way now.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And it's Paul missing. Raptors leading by 12. Outside, Porzingis. On the wing, Mitchell. Out to Morant. And the three off target.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Back to Williamson. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 5. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Brown outside. And the pass to Mitchell. Jokic with his screen on Paul. Mitchell's shot is good.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third three of the game for him, first in this half.
The Heat trail by 15. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Paul passes to Jackson. Back to Paul. The three from George. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. On the wing, Brown. Porzingis high post. Working on Williamson. Porzingis finds Brown. It's tipped. Stolen by George. Down low. Here's Jackson. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Mitchell with it. Pass to Morant. No good from outside. The Heat trail by 13. Jackson down low. Headed by Porzingis. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. To the middle. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And Jokic, with that incredible vision, quickly spots the open man.
The Heat shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Lillard, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
You see his link, the explosion, making sure of that one.
1:29 left in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Lillard. Lets it go from 11. And that one hits back iron. Raptors leading by 13. Here's Morant. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Toronto.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Porzingis.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Williamson, the pass to Paul. From the baseline. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now here's Brown. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's George. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.